I am Jadon Se, Golden Dragon of the Third Arc of Consciousness, and this is a message from the Dragon. Today's message, Monetary Detox. Dear ones, each of us, each of you, this channel speaking included, all have different relationships with the monetary system, your system of commerce and exchange, your system of energy exchange. It is indoctrinated upon you from childhood, regardless of your system. Even if you are born in a communist country or what would call itself a capitalist country, you are handed a relationship with money, with a monetary system, a system of commerce, a system of exchange. Dear ones, this leads to so many, let us call them toxic misunderstandings with the nature of your existence here. So many of you, regardless of whether you consider yourselves capitalist, socialist, communist, or some mixture of the above, each of you, let us say, has put money and the situation of exchanges of energy above and in front of your life's purpose. There is a detoxification needed for this. It is as if you have a bad case of parasites and they are, let us say, eating you up from the inside. It is this system that has been handed to you. And who has handed it to you, dear ones? Your teachers, your mothers, your fathers, your grandparents, each of them with their own outlook on this relationship with money or with systems of exchange of energy, and each with their own story that governs this relationship. Dear ones, many of you today are paying off energies that were, let us say, encoded in your bloodlines long ago. You only need to look back as far as 100 to 150 years ago to see the latest installment of Toxicity in the bloodlines. Your Great Depression, these stock market crashes of 1929 and the ensuing times of lack, the times of great scarcity that encoded themselves into your bloodlines, dear ones. And because of this, people were eating out of cans. They were getting by on beans and staples and just barely surviving. And this deeply encoded, dear ones, a toxicity having to do with money, having to do with abundance, having to do with external sources of well-being. And because of this, many of your ancestors, your grandparents, those of your bloodline, they put their life's purpose aside. And, dear ones, as we well know, and history shows us again and again, giving up something of great value, even if it is just temporary, often leads to a new normal, let us say, where that thing of great value or great purpose, let us say, is no longer the focus. You have heard many times that governments are always eager to take and very reticent to give back, and they very often will create taxes or systems that are enacted for some emergency purpose, and then you find out after the emergency is passed, no, the tax is not repealed, the monies are not given back, the rights taken away are not reestablished. This is how toxicity creeps in, dear ones, and it has crept into your very bloodlines, your relationship with abundance. Let us only focus now on financial and monetary systems of abundance for the moment. This relationship is highly toxic, dear ones. It does not matter what culture or system you are operating under. There are certain, let us just say, unhealthy relationships within you right now where you have given up, even if it is only just a portion of your life's purpose, to the need to survive. And why is this, dear ones? Is it because times are truly this dire and these draconian measures are really needed and survival is the way, it is a mean street or life in the jungle, so to speak? No, dear ones. This life is divine. It is full of abundance. There is abundance of joy and beauty. Nature shines all around you with her abundance. The dolphins and whales sing songs of abundance. Dear ones, birds flying from the trees and sunshine falling freely upon the great earth and the good lands of this planet. There is so much abundance all around at all times. These are not times of mere survival, dear ones. These old toxic, let us say, hangovers from times gone past are still with you, and it is time to detox from them. It is time, dear ones, to fully look at your system of monetary wealth, currency, recompense, you might say, energetic systems of exchange between beings. Are they here to empower, or have they resulted in enslavement, or artificial sense of lack, or lack mentality? These are the toxic effects of these episodes of, let us say, damage to the psyche when it comes to abundance. It has gotten into your very blood. And so, how does one detox from all of this? What is the antidote? So many will argue over, oh, we need this system or that system. Many of you will argue over capitalism versus communism versus socialism versus this ism or that ism. Dear ones, these are all schisms. That is the kind of ism we are dealing with. It is the same stinky dog poop in a different colored bag, and it is not serving, dear ones. This stinky dog poop is a toxicity that leads to lack mentality, leads to enslavement on so many levels. So, how do we detoxify from this? Dear ones, there is one very clear antidote to these toxins. It is your purpose, your soul's song, if you will. That which makes your resonance, your bell ring, so to speak. It makes you sing to the waters or the skies. It makes you hum and whistle to yourself. It puts a smile upon your face, a twinkle in your eye. No, dear ones, this is not money that does this. It is your purpose, your soul shining through this story of you. And this is the clear antidote to these toxicities that have infested your systems of abundance, for they are no longer even considered systems of abundance. They are just broken systems. So, let us start with purpose. Why am I here? What is it that makes me smile? What is it that puts a sparkle in my eye, a spring in my step? When I wake up in the morning, what is it I would be doing if I had, let's say, a full bank account? Dear ones, it is time to reframe your entire life and career and story, let us say. It is time to just set all of that has come before to the side for a moment. Don't be filled with fear. We are not divorcing you from your source of financial flow. Let us just set it aside and look at if I were to drop into this life. Let us say, if I were a voyager of the cosmos who could just drop into this moment of me and see myself with fresh eyes, so to speak, wake up in my body, in my life on this morning and say, what would I do to experience the beauty of this world, to experience the wonder of this society and all of these beings here and the beautiful Gaia? What is it that I would do today? Let us say that this being only has 1 week or 1 month to explore this world through your eyes and your life and your body. Do you think this being would say, I think I'm going to go to work today and banter with my boss and get on my computer or get in front of my workstation and do what I normally do? And no, dear ones, this being would just say, what is that? I do not wish this. I am going to go travel to the mountains, or I am going to go see dolphins, or I am going to do this grand adventure. I am going to experience clouds and sky and sunshine, and I am going to speak with other beings and see what they are like and what their world is like, and travel to these cities and exotic places. And dear ones, your visitor, so to speak, would most certainly not just show up for work, or if they did, it would not be a daily grind for them. They would be, let us say, enamored with those beings that you spend your day with and see them through new eyes and experience maybe making a difference in somebody's life through smiling or through offering them a little kindness or some good humor, some good cheer. Dear ones, there are very few visitors from the cosmos who wish to just simply convert their time for money and pay bills and try to keep the things that they have in their life by converting their life force into some sort of career work or something that seems to sustain all of this. Dear ones, that visitor would know that nothing is sustained through this. This is a system that is sick. It is not a system that encourages purpose. Dear ones, so the first step to detoxifying is to get in deep touch with your purpose. Why am I here? If I only had the rest of this month to live and before some comet explodes the entire planet, would I spend that last month or week or whatever doing these things? Most of you would say absolutely not. If I knew that all of this was coming to a close before my next mortgage payment or energy bills or something like this, you would set all of those little toys aside and go play with your own beingness in new ways. Some might fall into fear, but this is another story. We are speaking about purpose. Why are you here? What is it that brings you joy? What are your gifts and abilities? Do you bring laughter to people? Do you bring joy to little children? What is it that makes you tick and really makes you feel like you are accomplishing something of value? When was the last time I felt like I accomplished something of real and lasting value to me, or to someone who matters deeply to me? These are the sorts of antidotes to the toxicity we are speaking of. For if each of you were to somehow magically recraft your lives around this purpose or that purpose, these purposes, dear ones, your lives would transform. Your timelines would jump to much higher timelines. A golden age would truly begin in earnest, for you would be doing everything throughout the day with life force at your fingertips, enthusiasm. Let us look at this word enthusiasm. It is a beautiful old ancient Greek word. It means thusia. Thusia is spirit or the divine. Enthusiasm, filled with spirit, filled with the divine. Yes, dear ones, filled with purpose. And this is your modern definition for enthusiasm, filled with a sense of purpose or joy or, yes, looking forward to what comes next. How many of you truly look forward to what is coming next for you? And this is your guidepost, your North Star, your guiding star for what comes through this detoxification process. Let it be that which you look forward to. Let it be that world which you wish to create and bring forth. Let it be the greater story of you, building your dreams. Dear ones, this is what will recraft the systems you currently have on this world. And as you do this, you will see it mirrored. You will see new financial currency systems that are no longer designed to enslave or create lack and limitation. You will see new systems of abundance coming forth, for the outer always mirrors what happens within. It is for you to call back your sense of self, your purpose, for your hearts to come online, for your eyes to sparkle, for your teeth to sparkle, for your whole beingness to become enthusiastic. Dear ones, this will change everything. And as you do this, these systems will detoxify naturally, for it is, let us say, contagious. Smiles are contagious, sparkly eyes are contagious, humor and laughter contagious, joy contagious, compassion contagious, dear ones. When you assist another in raising them up and helping them step onto a higher timeline, you yourself are stepping onto a beautiful timeline. And what is the old saying? A rising tide lifts all ships. Well, dear ones, let this tide rise through a sense of purpose, through enthusiasm. Let us drop these discussions of capitalism or communism or isms, and drop the schism of ism, and let us just join together as human beings and other beings of this world, and loving beings, spirits of eternity, playing out stories here. Let these stories become stories of deep purpose and enjoyment and beauty and this golden age. It is the change within that is needed most right now, for many of you have been looking for these new systems to come online and save the day. You are waiting for the cavalry to come. In the old cowboy days, the cavalry would come in the story and save this battle or that situation. And dear ones, it comes from within. Your changes within you, your choices that you make with every moment of every day are what moves the needle. Your guiding star, your North Star, dear ones, is purpose. Live on purpose. Fulfill your dreams. And dear ones, it can be done with, let us say, ease and grace. If you feel that there's too much momentum from this old way of being and that your bills will come crashing down on your head if you make any immediate changes, or whatever it is, then simply move a little sideways until you get a better view, a better angle at how to build this purpose more strongly into your daily beingness. Keep moving towards your purpose, even if it seems like 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. That is still one net step forward, you might say. It is 3 steps forward and 1 step back, is as they call the cha-cha-cha. You are dancing, dear ones. It is a dance, and let it be a dance that is headed in a certain direction of purpose. So, let the first change in this detoxification for money and your monetary systems be that this money does not enable me to have what I need and desire. No, dear ones, what I need and desire is what enables me. It is what gives me life force. My purpose is what I need, and you will see magical transformations occurring as you fully embrace this beautiful purpose, this sense of enthusiasm. It is contagious, and you will see entire systems of abundance coming online, support coming from places you did not expect, and, dear ones, just know that this is the process to detox your monetary system. No longer agree to doing things just for money's sake. No longer agree to do things that are the most efficient things to paying your bills or your mortgage or what have you. Dear ones, if you need to make arrangements for those to happen, sure, make them. Just do not let that be your purpose. And you will see there will be a shift. It starts within you, and it will grow, and it will snowball, so to speak. What is this saying, snowball effect? It is like this little ball rolling down a mountain, snowy mountain hillside, and as it starts to roll, more snow sticks to it, and it gets bigger and bigger, and it gets heavier, and it rolls faster, and this snowball effect is what we are speaking of. Let your snowball roll towards your purpose. You will see it will gain momentum and assistance. You might call it assistance from gravity if you are a snowball. Thankfully, you are not the snowball. You are a being of this world, and you will get assistance from the divine, assistance from the cosmos. Synchronicities. Yes, dear ones, synchronicities. Do you feel this, dear ones? Do you feel how you can sigh and let out tension when you reframe everything to be what I have come here for, what I decide this life to be, what I will devote myself towards? This is my life, my story, my purpose, my beingness, my dreams. Dear ones, this is beautiful. Let us have this monetary detox together with a big dose of purpose. And let us share this feeling of purpose. Again, it is contagious. Let those around you see what it looks like for you to be on purpose, and you will see so much support and will come pouring in. That is enough for now. I am Jadon Se, in love with your purpose and in love with watching the world transform as you truly embrace it.